why do new explorers make
Of
the
course,
same mistakes
of
over
course,
and
of
over
course,
again?
of course, of course. We're back. We are back. Again, and this time we are playing. Well, you know what the game is, and what the mission is. I don't need to tell you anything. Let's just get to it. Get to the point. This took me a little bit longer than I thought it would to start, but here we are. We are starting. Okay. J formations. J formations. Story quest available and accept quest. I did not accept it before. What the hell? Anyway, what? Focused experience mode. Enable focused experience mode to avoid conflicts with other. When the enable moves to better experience. I guess I will. Wait. Wait. Does that mean? So it tells me which one to do first to avoid other problems. You see, the point is, I finished all the quests, so I don't think I need it. You see that it's the only thing that has that. I finished every single quest, by the way, so yeah. Anyway, so we're going to. Oh my God! Does that say 10 kilometers? Holy space! 10 kilometers. God, how big is this map? What the? 10 kilometers is a lot. By the way, on the new update, the size was reduced. I don't know how they managed that, but somehow they did. They added more stuff and still managed to reduce the size of the game. I have zero idea how they did that. Like compressed some files, something like that. Weird.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
I already know this is gonna be a big quest. I already know this is gonna be a big quest.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice!
Yeah.
Over here.
It's been long since I played Genshin Impact, by the way. So many new games are coming up. Wuthering Waves, Zoneless, Zone Zero. It's gonna be fun. Yay.
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson?
Bonsoir.
Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Bonsoir.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yeah.
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth.
So you're saying...
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
Here comes the
You
name.
scared Paimon half to death!
Father, you're here.
You know... On second thought, maybe we don't need to know? It's all probable.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
Bonsoir.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of...
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A phantom child?
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
Poisson. If all I heard was poisson, poisson, poisson. Poisson.
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings.
We're going to the House of the
You're
Hearth?
quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while at...
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny... Oh, wait a second. If we're your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yum...
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today's the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Poisson. Poisson. Here starts Poisson. Poisson. I should stop. Okay. We are going. Be a house guest. I'ma be a guest, alright? I'ma be the guest of honor. Give me that. Give me cabbage. Cabbage! Adventure bandana. Indana, bundana, bindana, bam, bam, boom. Where are we going? Sad. Oh, that? Perfect.
We
land.
rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered, otherwise people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with.
Let's go do extra mission.
There are all sorts, like now that we find...
Well,
Yes,
you're
yes,
more
yes,
than...
yes. We're catching fish. No, help Lenny distribute supplies. Okay. I'm helping Ifatui distribute whatever this they got. Oh, Schlempos. What is a Sandino? Is that a dog? And I'm stuck.
Come on!
I'm actually... What the hell is that? Look at that monstrous fish. Damn. Where am I going, by the way? I have zero idea. I guess up there? Yeah, up there. Swim. Swim. So this is the way, and here we go. Distributing stuff. Products of
Lenny!
produce.
We're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me?
Yep.
Hello?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
Eh.
No way!
No way! Hell yeah!
Hurry!
I'm
the
popular.
Traveler and Paimon are here!
Yes. Come. Take autographs. I'm willing to give as many as you want.
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous. Of course! Father and Lenny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Lenny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I
I heard the Traveler is so strong that he can move a mountain with his bare hands.
I could.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days.
She can.
Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all!
Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right?
Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
Huh?
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Who?
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know.
I
was
that.
poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Okay.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
Haile.
Those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really?
I would definitely feel the love.
Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Hey, we need to talk about her. Her name is Heloer. Reminds me of somebody else, and you know exactly who. Got a name with oh yeah, how did I forget that name? It's literally Mau Mau. More like cat. That's what it means. Or that's what Mau Mau means, by the way. Cat. Hey.
Well, we'll talk to you all later.
All right, see you later.
Okay. Shuffle.
Bye!
Lenny, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family.
What? He did what?
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one.
Mau Mau.
Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them.
Yes. As I said, we could feel their love. Quite literally. What is that, a fish? Anyway. We're going somewhere. Somewhere deep. There we go.
Filial, supplies are here.
Feel it.
Thanks. And who are these two?
Outsiders?
You don't know me?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about.
The Traveler
It's
and
nice to
Paimon.
meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Oh, hey.
We're making our way all across to that.
Yes.
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
4,000
Oh,
thieves.
this is the first we've heard of it.
Alibaba and the 40
It
Thieves?
seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's The Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
Blind Maiden, okay. Good names.
After
good
this
names.
mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
A fortune.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard that.
Hey, hey.
Oh! Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
You wanna see the opera with me? I destroyed the opera. Like that. Bam. It blew.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
You think? You think? Trying to do something here, but you think? Look at that. Tongue movement. Anyway. It's better not to pry. We should observe for now.
You're right. We're only here as guests. Oh, Lenny's getting super far.
I'm gonna put ketchup in his head. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hopefully
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
they certainly got a personality.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind.
Okay.
Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
I'm a better cook than you.
Then let's
Everybody
head
knows
out.
that.
Huh? Fremine? What are you doing here?
Looking for treasure.
Fremine, nice to see you again!
You too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
I'm
We
sleepy,
were just
by
going
the
to
way.
make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the Traveler and Paimon.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine?
Guess he was
Maybe I
gonna
can
use
help.
scalp or something.
It's nothing.
Yeah, we've got
Some food and water.
no problem. Give me a second here. Food, water, wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far... Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me.
Maybe it'll be...
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
Yes.
Just
Okay, I guess he's gonna show us the Phantom Child now. quite obvious. Where are we going? Where are we going? Hey, we got reggae. Oh no, don't tell me. Ah, wait. Oh. I was about to waste. See, I knew it. I hit the ground.
Ready, steady, go!
Ready, steady, go! Is that a cat? Figure out what Frame is hiding. Forget that. Figure out where he went. Oh wait. Down? Okay.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time!
Who is that?
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
Nope.
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
About half a month now.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? 'Cause from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life.
That's some fairy tale
That feeling
shit.
of being haunted, of hearing voices. It's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
Deep.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
I'm the traveler. I know everything. Tell me. Doesn't matter.
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that.
Who?
I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
Not that long. Someone's rise. What do we mean?
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry,
What
Lenny.
the hell is the Phantom Child saying?
I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Lenny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Lenny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
Genshin needs to sync the...
Oh,
Genshin needs
raining.
to sync their lips,
I
you
should
know?
put my clothes away.
Did she? No. But where's she? Where is she?
Mary? Huh. Looks like she's not here either.
Here we go.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on...
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry...
I've tried that. And nothing. I tried taking her somewhere. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits.
Wait.
Do you two have any ideas?
Wait. You remember... Oh. Whoa, what happened? That was not supposed to happen. What the... So, that girl kinda looks, you know, similar from somewhere. If I go to YouTube and search Genshin here... Right. If I just go into the short animation, yeah, this one.
But here...
Wait. Yeah. That's her. Yes, see, I knew it. Wait, what? She's from the animation. Her childhood friend or something. Did she die? This is a weird case of did she die? Feels like she did, but anyway, get the point. Yeah, that's her by the way. So the ghost we are talking about is her. So if what was her name? Father. No, what was her name? Yeah. If she actually found her, she would actually... No, I didn't watch this short animation, by the way. I really want to watch it. Maybe later. So she's her childhood... Oh, okay. I don't want spoilers. I will watch that later. Or should I watch it now? Sad. I don't know. I'm confused.
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit... Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so...
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing.
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
What? Where did Lynette come from? Memes out.
Whoa!
Where did the cat come from? She...
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
Look at her face. She's sad. Look at her face.
And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well,
Wiggle
I
room?
guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose.
Well,
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little...
Does she know that she has already passed?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as...
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy,
Hello.
how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here,
Knave.
and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. The people in charge. They're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed. Wait, does that mean the knave...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of... But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, maybe we should try a different approach.
What?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish...
Where is she going? I can hold.
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
That's deep. Sad. Deep. Okay, it feels like we should watch the short animation. I will actually. This is making me wanna, but I am confused if I should watch the animation before I play the mission. Weird. Okay. If I watch the animation, I will. The backstory. Okay. So we are watching the wait. Apparently, so okay. So we are watching the backstory now. Apparently, yes. So we're gonna be watching the backstory. Let's go.
You were born into this world all alone. But here in the house of the Hearth, you will grow up to be strong. Your goal is to learn, to compete, to defeat all your brothers and sisters in battle, and become king. Where's Perware? Didn't she want to hear the story?
Excuse me, Mother. She's doing a funeral for her spider.
That child. Maybe her curse is flaring up again. Clairvy, see to her.
Oh, okay.
So that's Clairvy. I mean, not her, the one coming right now. Yeah, that's Clairvy.
Cake. You want some?
Sure. You must know spiders don't eat cake.
Oh, yeah, I know.
The birds are from their cage. Sunbeams filter through the foliage. Flames grow with immortal courage. And I hope you won't be tainted by fate. Nothing to fear, so go alone.
Do mothers usually argue with their daughters?
I heard that in Snezhnaya, colored light dances in the sky at night.
Snezhnaya.
When we're grown up. Shall we go see it together? You will be a great king.
Why, Nave?
I'm sorry. Thank you.
I'm just guessing this, but I think this is, I mean, there is nothing to think. This is the backstory of the Knave.
I should have pruned this flower long ago. Not waited till it wilts. How grotesque. Wouldn't you agree? Innocence and kindness are such beautiful qualities. Sadly, they're all so useless! Never fly the nest. You are no exception.
Stay awake, don't fall asleep. The way is long and the gloom is deep. Embers glowed in the hearth, still
Surrender. Let your mother guide you, and you shall become the one true king!
My answer is no.
She killed the Harbinger? Shh.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa has decreed as follows. I hereby pardon your crimes and bestow upon you a new name. This title and its legacy of blood.
Wait. Did you guys? I think I named him Kazuma. Yeah. I named him Kazuma. See, the Wanderer, Kazuma, right there. You see him right there. Look at him, looking so cute. She's dead, and that's the doctor. He is dead as well. He has returned to the good side, and I think we will be fighting this guy when we visit, the Cryo Archon map, world, city, country, town.
Upon you a new name. This title and its legacy of bloodshed are now yours to bear. My poor, mad, cursed knave.
Okay, and who? Oh, there we go. That must be Furame or whatever.
Come with me.
Whatever his name was.
I will raise you as my child, like a strict and unfeeling father.
Why father? That's the only question. Why father? That was okay. Some things are so good that it ends before you even can know what happened. It ends before it even starts, and that was one of them. It ended before it even started. It was that good. Look at him. Look at Aether. He's thinking that how good it was. It was sad but good. I have zero idea what. Okay, let's go. Continue.
The darkness in the house runs deeper.
Okay. She died that day.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect...
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do...
Ah, Paimon gets it.
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all. If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line. You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
Okay, listen. The knave, powerful, sure, but she gonna attack me? Hell no. I got the plot twist. I got the plot armor. I got the armor of the plot. You know how strong that armor is? Even Saitama can't break it. Plot armor. You guys never heard of the plot armor?
I really hope...
Okay, here we go. Distract the knave is what we're gonna do. Go to the seaside to look for the knave. What is she doing at the seaside? I guess we're using that. The knave, they say. The knave is chilling. No, whoa, wait. Okay, I guess I will go there later. Haven't used the ember in a long time.
Stabilize!
Wind blade!
No escape!
Fighting water is hydro elements is a weird thing. Oh! We are here again. Oh, that's the the butler's grave. Is that Saritsa? No. Oh, wait, what? Child. Is the child there? Tartaglia or something? Tartaglia? That's his name, right?
It's the knave. And... child!
Child.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine.
What sort of unfinished business are...
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was.
Elwar.
She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really... And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed...
Project Stu...
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for—
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do—
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Just casually trash-talking their colleagues behind their back.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we...
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction.
Huh, good question.
Hey, that's a good question.
I'd also like to know.
Oh, hell yeah. There you go. Like they read my mind.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Sidestepping?
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
What?
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
I mean, what clearly was said was true. Does the name really treat us?
Wait. Did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family. Based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous.
What the hell are they talking about? What is this, business talk?
Call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then, why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontainian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention.
What?
I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
42 different colors.
Okay. I get the picture.
As the conversation shifts.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you? Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
So we are gonna have to fight her in the ending of this mission, I think. So for now, let's damage her a little bit. Let's damage her a little bit so she dies easy. You know what? This is stupid. Let's go back. Yeah, that one. What the hell happened there? I still don't know how to use that camera, by the way. This we're going down.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Smooth.
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight. Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... Well, we could always try pushing her into it. Oh, true.
Pushing her in.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so I'll... How did it go?
Good. I've got the lip.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for?
She got the list? Where?
Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade.
This is horror. Landois. These are executions. I think like they were executed. Jambel looks like he had to be executed.
Oh, yikes. That our rare guy?
Ah, I've met...
Did he say any?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but... it didn't work.
Wait, so that means...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of... Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave...
That's sad.
Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but note...
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past. Times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies.
Yeah.
Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes and their, interests.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel... As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an idea. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But people like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand...
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not...
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the... I can't say for sure.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about... the darkness in the house. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as...
And they just believed all that?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
Okay.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
What the hell?
Whoa. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh?
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui Street. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a...
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that... we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
What is happening?
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier?
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying. That fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial...
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any— Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get— Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do it. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
The hell is happening? Rest.
She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
I'm also afraid of her. Hell nah! You can just hide behind me.
Trust is ever, Traveler.
Is Clarvy just running around?
Look over there!
Look at there.
Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees.
Yeah. This is Zhongli to run. He got long leg. I wanna say Zhongli in animation, to be honest.
Over there!
What is that? $10,000 more!
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast!
Is she going up? She's going up. Look at the stars.
Oh, look! She stopped! Clarvy!
Shh! I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting? It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality.
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clarvy.
Sure. Although, everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough.
Oh, wait. The doctor is not dead. I think I told you the doctor was dead, but the doctor is not actually dead. We will kill the doctor in the future.
You're saying the knave? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines.
I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Okay.
Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of Mother. But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, if only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Perry. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. She looks so young. But it's...
It's getting windy. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight. Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special.
Mother likes her a lot. We should really go talk to Mother. But we just fought. She doesn't want to see me. What should I do?
I know what she's talking about, but the traveler doesn't. So it's kinda conflicting. I don't know what to feel.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got...
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Before we do that,
what is it?
Have the knave and the doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into... We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but we're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for us. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Heart. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one.
Secret experiment? Could that...
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with this. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least.
Look
Clearly seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, it's just that it doesn't seem like the easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't...
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. All right.
You guys stupid? And what is she still doing there? She liking this place this much? Ah. Oh, there. You can sit on here, by the way. See this? Yeah, you can sit here. Nice place to sit.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night? Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without Child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Distracting you? Who said we were distracting you? It was just, you know, we just wanted to talk with you. That's all. Who said we wanted to distract you? Did he say that? We will kill him. Don't worry. We didn't want to distract you, I swear. How did she know? How did she know? She shouldn't have known.
Us? Distract you?
You?
A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Huh?
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
We should release the pigeon that Lenny gave us.
Oh, good idea. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good. Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our...
Follow the knave to the court of Fontaine. Palace Marmonia. What about that name suggests?
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy... I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine, although there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears no matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Paimon!
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But that...
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guest, if Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe. Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well,
Knew it.
I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
I swear I knew she was gonna catch that bird for some reason. But I just witnessed something sad. What's happening? Oh, damn it. Of course. Look at Amber. Look at her. She's so cute. Neverlet!
It's been a while, Monsieur Neverlet. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding... It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure.
Monsieur Nevelet. His eyes look like a dragon's. Nice quality to detail. Attention to detail. Silence. In the court. Oratrice Mechanics Tenalis Cardinal. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mechanics Tenalis Cardinal.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Nevelet. So allow me to use water as an... A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination. Like a field.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
I guess. So kind of.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to...
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Nevelet, I will gradually withdraw my force and, unless absolutely necessary,
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Nevelet, I'm sure certain...
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Nevelet. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon.
What the hell was that? Business talk? I just want to pummel her face with my sword. Yeah. People these days are filled with enthusiasm. Siellä varannaskin restos. We're at a very weird point in life.
So, what exactly were you talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large...
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's... Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers. Well, let me make it up to you at least.
Oh, you don't have to give us any...
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply.
It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so...
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just...
I'll take 3 papers.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should...
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy.
Actually, why don't we... Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
I'll try to buy us more time if we head back now. I doubt many in
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless.
Let's go on a date.
That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have... If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all...
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far. Wonderful.
Look at his eyes.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Heart.
Okay, sounds normal enough, but...
That is for you to decide.
Oh.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Okay. Where are we going now? We're going... Oh, that's far. Far of the east side. Oh, okay. Now we gotta walk 250 meters. Damn. Not gonna bother with that. I normally use Kazuha to, do quests and missions and everything. I use Aether for the story quest and Archon quest. With Archon quest though, it's been a long time since I did a Archon quest, hasn't it? Like, we don't see any Archon quests these days. Weird. I want some Archon quests. Why is the red? Oh yeah, that's right. And we are somewhere. What is that? Here we are. Let's go. Where is she taking
What
me?
is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
Oh, this is
No one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a Harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Why?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally.
This is some serious stuff. Serious, I said. This is some serious stuff. I don't see any, but I gotta fix some stuff, but I can't. Weird. Anyway.
Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Peruere.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hope. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her, Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. Precisely. Death was the only way. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir, rather her success. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would...
Crucibina, you mean?
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Peruere won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
Arlecchino?
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Peruere. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now, after I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a...
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and... You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave but, of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their... But other times, she would hide. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new in your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gun, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
I can feel the emotions through Paimon's voice actor. Hell yeah, who voiced her again? Forgot.
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She said, I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Is this really what you want to do?
And here comes the
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring up. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time.
Guess we are fighting her now.
Here they are, Father.
Ah, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a Lenny!
I'm sorry. But I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you...
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh. Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Cutscene? Cutscene? No? No cutscene?
Father, let me explain.
It's gonna be a cutscene.
Out of my way.
All of a sudden.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished.
Wait, didn't you do the same?
Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato. Nantoy clearly said, if only Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame—
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on!
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So
we all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it?
Filial, Nan, I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help if this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness. Even if—
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz.
Hey!
I'm sorry, Father.
Hey, I don't want any of them to die. I will intervene if something happens.
Sheplo, according to the rules of the House of—
all those who betray the house.
And so it shall be.
Oh! I want nothing to do here. I must stop them.
Father, please wait!
I don't know how, but I must stop them.
Something you want to say?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Stop calling her father. Weird.
Linny, you... I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot, however, given the extent of your determination.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength.
Wait.
Impossible. Father is way too strong.
Hey, the traveler is on this side. Come on. Let me help. Let me help. You're not gonna let me help, are you? Also. Come on, let me help. Okay. Okay.
Did you hear that, Traveler?
Yes. Paimon is
Lynn
crying.
and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
Oh, come on.
If
Paimon.
they lose, those people from the house are really going to be executed.
Paimon, don't
Hey,
make me.
are you listening?
Paimon, don't make me. Damn it. She's gonna make me.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you...
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
They never lose on purpose.
When
No
guests are around, families are often on their best behavior.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
Hell yeah! What the fourth of the Fatui adventure. Okay, come on. Everything else considered, that sword, my man, out of everything else, that sword, why? Why that sword? You could choose something else.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
Yeah. If that's...
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Paimon, get back! Here comes the fighting. Or cutscene, I don't know. Is it cutscene or fighting? Am I fighting or is it a cutscene? Am I fighting? I am fighting! Look at her hog, that's creepy as heck!
Gather!
I'm sorry, but even you can't damage
How amusing.
wrongly. Oh, they did that, thank you. Continue challenge, lower difficulty. No, thank you. Hey, they added lower difficulty? Who the hell needs that anyway? When you have Zhongli, you don't need anything else. Daddy here to protect. The real father is Zhongli. Look how I don't give a damn about what she does to me.
And voila! With these rising
Solidify.
flames,
They're actually fighting her too, damn.
Is it my turn now?
Disappear!
Headshot.
You
Headshot.
alright? Closer now. Is it my turn now?
I don't care.
This is order.
With these rising flames!
What is she doing?
Try to pace yourself.
Is it my turn now?
Stabilize.
Wind blade.
How to raise the difficulty is what I want to know.
How amusing. With these rising flames!
Don't need to worry.
With the wind!
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Father's even stronger than I expected.
Oh!
Who's next? With these rising flames!
Did she just murder me?
Come on, we can do it.
Yeah, get in here.
Okay, this is getting
Is it my
scarier than I thought. This is dope. Oh shit.
Order guide you.
Is it my turn now?
Watch out for Father's movements.
Like a fly tangled in a web.
Okay, get the hell out, get the hell out!
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Okay. I don't know what's happening, but
Hang in there.
I'm gonna beat her with ether.
Gather.
I swear this guy's ultimate is kinda useless.
Disappear. Look out!
Is it
If that happens, then what? I'm Zhongli. You don't know me.
Solidify.
Is it my turn now?
Nope.
Now's our chance.
Oh.
Look at you.
Oi!
Trapped like a bunch of helpless ants.
Oi! What was that?
Stabilize.
You alright? How amusing.
Wind blade.
Go, Barbara, go!
Gather.
Get in gear.
The countdown
No,
has
no, no, no,
begun.
no, 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 no.
Like a fly tangled in a web. Spare your energy. Running is of little use. With these rising flames,
Hey.
Watch out for Father's movements.
I'll brace you.
What? What is she doing?
spare your energy.
What's she gonna do? Cutscene? Cutscene? Apparently not. Look at that! She never fell in love.
Kindness has been seared away. My blade is all that remains.
Look at that! Dang.
Watch out for Father's movements. Look out!
Those were some serious movements. I love that. If I had...
Now's our chance! Over here!
If I had Kazuha right now, she would be dead by now.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
Go, Barret Back!
Solidify!
What the hell?
Now's our chance!
Over here!
Whoa!
Sun
Whoa!
and moon have set. Only ruin remains. All hope has been extinguished.
Name's that, man.
Stabilize! I will have...
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
Let's go, cutscene.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
This pitiful excuse for an attack. Damn. What is she? The death god?
Father, no!
Oh, he was fast.
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
You haven't seen what I can do. Forget that. What did you do? Whoa!
A crimson moon? I can't move.
I ain't complaining. That's some good view right there.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Why is this so nuked? I don't get it. He's actually stronger, but why is he so nuked? Like, why do the story writers think he's not strong enough? That's weird. They just said not strong enough to beat me.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Brother, are you alright?
Linny. Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, The bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization.
Yo, what?
In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
Is that like what? Huh? Oh yeah, I thought he looked like he was more bulkier.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just—
Even so, I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be—
Of course.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Lynn— I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to— Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright future.
Father!
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny.
Thank you.
What about her? She's just gonna stay there?
Claire V.
I don't like when people call me weak, you know, in the game. When you know you're not
Can
weak.
we talk now? You really are Perry, aren't you? Wait, did I somehow travel to—
Neither. You died, Claire V. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's so speechless.
Oh.
Huh? That's it?
Yep. If that's what Perry says happened. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never... For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down, but somehow, I still think I understand. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of... But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. It's something I discussed with the Iudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it.
That's more than enough. That's exact. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king. And I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing.
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears out for 3 days.
You know, I playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom.
Talk about the land of Geo, nation of contracts. Oh, we are talking about all the places we visited.
If I had some more, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either.
Bro, that's just sad, bro. Looking at... listen, what? Ah! Gotta be a man and listen to her.
Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any...
Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
Eito.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fight, but at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. I'm just kidding. Being able to study what a...
Hey, let me tell her about the... You still the nations have visited eventually.
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime.
Oh no, that must...
Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. Aw, thanks.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information...
What now? Okay. Cutscene! Cutscene!
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Yo, that was sad. That was sad. That was great. Really sad.
She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
Sad.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was but a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't. Whatever regrets may linger. Let them...
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go.
Father, the bottled flames have been...
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become... I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility. One not so easily carried by some...
I just... never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was...
You're brave, talented. You would do anything to protect them.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that...
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero? Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. I'm not deserving of that title.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction, and we may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity...
Father...
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to... If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions.
I understand, Father.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can... The road ahead is not an easy one. So I'll ask you one last...
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, protecting my family at all costs.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to... Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need... At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no... As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach...
I will be killing you in the future, and I know it. For now, be safe. I know I will murder it. I will be murdering her later in the series. I know. I know. For some reason, she's one of the main bosses that I will have to fight, I think, or she will fight with me. Anyway, she dies. That's it. No way I'm letting her live after that. Ha. Maybe in the future. But we need to wait 2 days now. Wait. 2 days. So 1, 2. There we go. Why do we have to wait 2 days? There we go. Took a lot of time. Is it
Didn't Lily
raining?
say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été? Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check on them.
It's raining there. It doesn't rain very often, does it? I love the rainy season, by the way. There we go.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better. What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand... Oh, and Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy.
Wait, what? You've met the...
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things while she was alive. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crusabina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never...
It really seems like something she was planning. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept...
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, and that's what Father told us.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crusabina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, if Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her, but even if we didn't owe her anything, we may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But
whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in... So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Of course.
Our filial...
I actually saw them at a cafe. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess...
And that's it! That's it. Wait. I got something. That's a firewood that vanishes the dark. And that's it. Sadly, that's it, yeah.
Ready, steady, go!
Well, what can I say? Everything comes to an end. Just like this. I need to play this, by the way. Interactions. Hangout events. Well, nothing else to say here. It's the end. We done. We're done and done with it. I will try to fix this, by the way. I'm not sure how to, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I will see you in the next one. Also, if you haven't subscribed, I recommend you to. I don't know why, just do it. I don't know why. Maybe to look at him do that, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna meet again in the near future with some other crazy stuff, you know. Maybe some songs, maybe some games, maybe some vlogs, maybe something else. I don't know. I plan on doing a lot of things, but damn it, learning Blender isn't easy, you know. Kinda takes a lot of time. Damn. Anyway, see you. That is not a language. Do not search that.